Okay, yeah, anyways, I completely forgot that he's playing Thor, but what's interesting, actually, Thor just got nerfed, which is very interesting. Players used to, when you would, since Norse gets favor from attacking animals and units and everything, attacking anything, that's how you get favor. So what players would do is they would bring their goats near their town center, and then you could shank, exactly, honey nuts, I'm getting there. You can shank the goats, the pigs, whatever, what is it, twice or thrice? And they wouldn't die. It would take 2 or 3 hits to actually kill the goat. And so you could shank it to like 2 times or whatever, each one, and it would damage the health, and you would get favor from it. And that would give you a little bit of favor to get, I can't remember the name of the upgrade, but you would get an upgrade out of your armory, and it would give you a free dwarf. That's how Thor works these days, is that for every armory upgrade you get a free dwarf. Anyways, a patch just came out that nerfs, it removed that ability. You do not get favor from killing herdables anymore, the goats. So instead, what John did, he goes over and kills Carraro. Hey, we want more videos on YouTube. This will go on YouTube. I'm recording a couple tonight, so we'll get more on YouTube, Carraro. If you missed a couple, the couple of casts we did earlier, which were good games. Anyway, so you kill, long story short, you kill chickens instead of the herdables. The bummer part is that the chickens slowly decay. They lose food, which is a bummer. So you end up losing, it is a nerf. It's definitely a nerf, because your food decays right there. But, is it worthwhile? You get, you're able to get out 1 additional dwarf early on. Is it worthwhile? Maybe. I don't know if that's worthwhile, in all sincerity, killing the chickens, because again, it's just 1 additional dwarf. You guys tell me, do you think that's worthwhile? Killing 5 chickens and letting their food decay so much and only getting 1 dwarf in return? Yeah, Dart doesn't think it's worth it. I don't know if it's worth it, man. I don't know if it's worth it, dude. We'll see. We'll see if it's one thing for John to do it. We'll see if players like Soup and Rapple and other Mista. We'll see if other top players, if it catches on. I personally don't think it's worth it, But in all fairness, well, hang on though, Dart, hang on. The thing is that you can still gather the food from the chickens, but at least a little bit of it decays, right? Like it's only at 64, he's at 64 food right now. So after he's done with the zebras right here, he could go over to the chickens. But, do you want to eat chickens? So, right now, would you want to go out to giraffes down here on this bottom side, for example? So it is a nerf. Is it worth it? It's not like the chickens just straight up die. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I'm sure Boit probably has done the math. Boit likes doing math. I'm sure Boit has done the math to determine whether it's worthwhile or not. I don't know. I think when it matters, I think it doesn't necessarily matters in terms of numbers. Where it matters is more so in terms of where you have available food, right? So if you're getting rushed or something like that. Oh, and we have MewTwo. Okay, by the way, I mean, we've been focusing purely on John here. John's playing Thor? John's playing Thor, and MewTwo is playing Odin, okay? So he's playing defensively, dropping 2 Great Halls. We're gonna have Raiding Cavalry out. Excuse me, so. And a very early Forest Fire. See, I don't like that, man. I don't like that. At this point in time, it's too late to use Forest Fire, because he can just, it doesn't do any damage to your villagers. He can just move his vills straight away, and it's no problem. He's already got a Longhouse out, for crying out loud. Going for Herdman, that's interesting. And he is going over to the chickens. Okay, he is going over to the chickens. You think it's worth it? 4 extra vills early. The defense you have to is no, Pound Town. No, Pound Town. The only reason to kill the chickens is to get favor. Favor gives you that 1 armory upgrade. I can't remember what it's called. This one, Hammer of Thunder. This one costs 5 favor. You can still get copper shields, copper weapons, copper mail. You can still get those other 3 cheap armory upgrades early. It's only the 1 Hammer of Thunder upgrade that you can get by killing the chickens, and that's 1 dwarf. You only lose like 15 food by the time you. Nah, I don't know, man. I don't know. When it's 15 times 5 though, plus more potentially. The dwarf collecting the resources is worth it. Yeah, that's where you can do the math. That's where you can do the math, whether or not one dwarf collecting resources over time would eventually be worth it. Maybe, but again, I think it's a strategic decision. I think it's a strategic decision rather than a numbers decision, because sometimes you simply want the food in your base. Like now, he wants the food in his base because he doesn't have access. Wow, that's shitty. Mewtwo kills the giraffes over there. You want the food in your base because you don't have map control in order to go outside to get food, you know. Sure, he's got berries, so that's something. You know, so you don't have to, you know, there is an alternative after the chickens are gone, you know. Plus he's got some sheepsies. Sheep. Why does John have so many on wood, dude? Is he going for like farms or something? Dude, he's got 662 on wood. Dude, just take all those guys and just walk them straight to the... Dude. Just take all those guys and just walk straight to the giraffes. Maybe not because there's Valkyrie. But like, he doesn't need any more wood right now. He should not be throwing axemen, you know? You think John's gonna die in the next 5 minutes? Well, you just hold your horses there, sunshine. Anyway, he needs to get numbers out because his gold mine is going to run out pretty darn soon. 300 gold left over, and he's using all of his gold. He's just auto queuing dwarves, and so he's using all of his gold on dwarves and some military. Did he use this? Oh, look up top here. Follow my cursor. He did not use his dwarven gold mine god power, so he will not be gold starved soon. But still, where's the betting? Yeah, I didn't do betting. Sorry. Anyways. Maybe he's going for wood to try and get some trolls out. I don't know about that. So he loses a couple of dwarves right there. One dwarf or so. There's a raiding cavalry that died for red as well. So, dude, check out the numbers, man. 34 villagers for JohnArbiter and 33 for MewTwo. And actually, we're going to change... There we go, because red is on the left-hand side. There you go. 33 for red and 34 for John. Is it really worth it? I don't know, man. Maybe. The Thor dwarf build is kind of slow, you feel? It is, Schism, it is. But again, the idea is that you have 4 additional dwarves out for the 3 copper upgrades and then the Hammer of Thunder upgrade. So that's the idea. You have 4 additional dwarves out early compared to, you know, 8, 4, 4. You know, you essentially have 1, 2, 3, 4. You essentially have 25% out, 25% more economy than you would have otherwise, by simply researching upgrades. And you have stronger military because you're getting armory upgrades. So, you know, there's definitely value there. I think there's definitely value. There's a reason why, you know, in the Red Bull Wooloo finals, heroic. He went up heroic through Scotty. He went up heroic through Scotty. Whoa, dude! Wow. If he saves for heroic, it's going to be a rough ride for him here. He is saving for heroic, but also at the same time, we've got Scotty coming in for red. Mewtwo. Dude, Mewtwo is unstoppable. Have you not seen the Pokemon movie? If you've not seen the Pokemon movie, you know that Mewtwo is unstoppable. And so, you know, it's better to just get on the good side of Mewtwo instead of trying to fight against him. John's going to try and fight against him. You know, GLHF. That's, you know, yeah. He's also prepping a second gold mine over here. I actually really like this by John. I do not like that his Frost Giant is not over with the rest of his army here, but I like that over there, that he's prepping for an alternative, option two, you know what I mean? Mewtwo's being passive. Mewtwo is being passive, but at the same time, he's waiting for heroic himself. He just got up through heroic. Both of the players are up through Scotty. So you can see now he's moving in. So I think it's okay, Pound Town. I think it's okay. He's waiting for the right time. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. He could have done more with his raiders, sure, but you know, I think it's okay. John probably needs to. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's gonna lose. Oh, John. Forest fire. Dude, he just lost so many dwarves right there, dude. He just lost so many dwarves. It's 31 to 37 villagers at this point in time. Plus, John doesn't have, you know, squat for economy, or sorry, military. He barely has any military. It's a good thing he's got this bad boy walled up, but how long is he gonna hold it for? Exactly. losing his position right here. Red is looking in a good position here. Again, Mewtwo, man. You can't fight Mewtwo. You just gotta try and, you know, will-a-loo him to your side. John clearly is not a Pokemon fan. Prost, Schneiderweißer. Dein Bier ist sehr lecker, Schneiderweißer. Es ist ein Doppelbock. Dafür es 8.2 Alkohol hat. Anyways, oh, that's right. He has a Dwarven Gold Mine. Oh, and he has it. Not only does he have the Dwarven Gold Mine, but that's a heroic age Dwarven Gold Mine, so it has 3,000 gold. According to my calculations, I don't know, something like that. 7,500. Was that buffed? I don't know, whatever. John is not dead just yet. He's got gold in his base, but he's very behind on villagers. Like 42 for Red, 29 for John. Poor John. John. No. Where are you going with those herdmen, dude? Heavy herdmen. This is interesting, dude. This is really interesting in my opinion. You know, herdmen, I think the herdmen are not yet figured out. Herdmen are not yet figured out, man. You can, if you're not careful, if you just kind of play, oh boy, if you just kind of play standard as a Norse player or something like that, Poseidon player, Norse player, something like that, dude, you can get into some weird trouble if you underestimate the herdmen. If you make too many RC or just cavalry in general, you could really, you know, I think that there's some potential, GG to Mewtwo, there's some potential for Thor to play just passive. You take your 4 dwarf early advantage, your armory advantage, and you don't necessarily need to play aggressive. You just need to find a timing. Herdmen are great, especially for SETI, because you get the speed boost with Hall of Thanes, of course. Indeed, dude, indeed. You just play some defense and you bide your time for a timing. Potentially. Unfortunately, John was not able to find the timing there. I think that he was focusing on walling this. I think that's a good idea, man. And the Dwarven Bless, indeed, Pound Town, indeed. I think this was a good decision over here to kind of prep this gold mine over here, but he had too many units here since his gold mine was here. You know what I mean? Like his Frost Giant was over there. He didn't have his Frost Giant there. You know, you can have one Berserker building a wall right here, no problem. You know, and then you have everything else over here. So I think he was a little late in the loafers regarding military over on this side, and he just got kicked off of gold, and he lost villagers, and you know, there you go, GG. Simple as that. So, you know, Thor is OP currently. Everybody's picking Thor. Everybody and their dog. You know, everybody's picking Thor or Slingers. You know, Raw to go Slingers, right? But you know, Thor ain't you know, impenetrable. Thor ain't impervious. Let's check the post game real quick. 24 units killed. You know, there was not a super action-packed game. I don't know. It's just really interesting talking about, you know, the potential of Thor with those additional dwarves. You know what I mean? Really interesting. So I'm curious what everybody thinks. Whether or not, you know, again, FDart in chat, he's not confident about the, you know, about that one additional dwarf. There is the math, and that technically one additional dwarf over time will gather many resources. But there's more to the equation than just the numbers, theoretical numbers. You know what I mean? Anyways, bravo. Well done, Mewtwo. Well done, Mewtwo. You know, back in the day, I caught Mewtwo. That son of a bitch. I caught Mewtwo. So, you know, I always have that over Mewtwo. Master Ball greater than bracket, you know, Mewtwo. Whatever, anyway. GG, John, GG.